Hi all, welcome to my channel, welcome to my world. This is the world of Wayne. It's brand new build day and you just know how much I love movie tie-in films. Today we have got the 1/8 scale John Wick Mustang. So in case you haven't seen the video, which I have put up here, I have just returned back from Barcelona where I got to see this absolutely awesome 1/8 scale Mustang. Check out this video here. Now the car we're building is a Mark 1 1969 Ford Mustang, and it's also going to have a lot of features as part of the model. And these include full lights on the headlights, brake lights and turn signals. Engine sounds and the horns are going to work, and it's activated by remote control on this model. The steering wheel turns the wheels. The doors and windows will open and close. They've got mechanics in them to make that happen, and the remote control is included in the collection, which means we haven't got to fumble around trying to find switches. We can operate it all from remote control. I think that's absolutely brilliant. Now, at the time of making this video, there are some free gifts at the moment you can get. Check out the Fanhome website, you'll be able to see that. There's also a premium offer for subscribers of a display case, so check that out as well. Now, in the first pack, we do get the first two stages, as you hear there. That's what I'm going to be working through first. Now, if you do want to get this for yourself, just check out the video description there, or use that QR code on the screen. You will also notice that I've got a code there that you can use on checkout. That just lets the folks over at Fanhome know that you've come from the World of Wayne YouTube channel. But I'm going to jump straight into it. So without further ado, let's get cracking. So in stage one, here is the magazine, and it looks just like this. I'll just have a quick slow flick through so you can see all about the John Wick film series here. Looking like that, then about the car. And as you can see in the first stage here, we're going to be starting to do the bonnet. Now they do provide a screwdriver for us to use on the first stage. That's going to be a PH0 screwdriver, piecing it together just like this. And that is what we're doing in the first stage. Cool. I'm really excited about this one. And you want to have an idea of size, this is the first stage pack here. And if I hold that up against my head, you can see exactly how big this is. Now you will notice that I'll be using a nice blue cloth here as well when I'm actually working with these metal parts here. I mean, check that out, because I do want to protect these. So when this is down on this side, obviously it's not going to get scratched. But put that just to one side, because the first part we actually need is this vent section here, or as I should be calling it, the hood scoop. And what we're going to be doing is putting, first off, this clear lens just into the indent here. So it goes in just like that, fits nice and flush in there. I want to hold that into place by putting this bracket over now. That's just going to be going on top just here. Again, it follows the bend of that. It's going to hold that into place. So that's how that's looking now. And then bringing over the bonnet that I just showed you there, we're going to be just pinning this into place. So this goes in here like that. And this is where I'm going to need some B screws. Now I know what type of screws these are because they come in packs, and the packs are labelled A and B. So I need some of these B screws here. And I think for this first stage, I will use the screwdriver that actually comes with the build. Check that out. And then turn that over. And I'm going to be screwing that into these three holes just here. So one there. You're going into plastic, so you don't want to over screw these. Just make it hand tight. That one's number 2, and that one's number 3. I know you're saying, why aren't you putting it on the mat, Wayne? It's because I'm lifting it with my fingers and I'm not rubbing it around at the moment. I am going to put it on the mat now, though, because that hood scoop is actually going to be lit up. How cool is that? So we have got the lights here. And what I'm going to want to do is just push the lights into these holes either side here. So one here, like that, and the other one on this side over here. Now you will find the wire on this one slightly shorter, which means if I get this in, it's going to sort of go off in that direction, which is what we want. And then I'm going to hide all of that and keep the bulbs in by putting this inner hood section in. And that's just going to be fitting on top here and here. And this is where we need the A screws. Now these are going into metal, so I tend to just drop these in a tiny bit of oil. You can use any oil, and it will just help to cut those screws in and screw this into place. So one here, one on the other side, and then if I just turn this around here, we've just got these two positions here. So let me just get these in. And with that in place, we have done the bonnet, we've put the liner on, and we've also put the lights just into this hood scoop here. But that is all there is to do in that stage. And then that will move us swiftly on to stage 2 here. Again, here's the magazine. Again, with different articles inside. Each magazine is going to have its own articles in there. And then we've got the instructions, and we're actually going to be building the first wheel here. Now this is the left front wheel. We're going to be putting the rim inside the wheel here, and then creating this together here with the hub bolts. So at the end, it's going to look just like that. And again, this is the rest of the magazine. And this is what it looks like in the pack. Let's get this open. And this is what the wheel is looking like. So we've got the writing on one side here, and that side's blank. And we do have the rim here. Now this is solid metal. And what I want to do is I'm going to want to push this rim into the tyre this way round. Best on the top camera to show you that. Now, normally we used to have to soak these in, but this is quite manipulatable, if that's a word. So I can actually just push that into there like this. Also, when you push this in, just be careful. There is a tiny little valve there, so make sure you keep your fingers away from that. But what you're doing is you're looking to get that nice and flush on that side just there. And that's what it looks like from that side. Now I'm just going to be putting that to one side while I just create the outer of the wheel. So I've got these two sections to put together. I'm just going to line up the lugs on this side, the 3 lugs on this side, with the holes on this interior just there, and push these together. Perfect. So that's how that looks. On the other side, we're going to simulate lug nuts by pushing this section in here. Now we do have 2 little tiny pegs just in there that I'm going to be putting this over. So this is going to hold in. If I put this in this way, let me just get this in and push it down. The pegs there are going to hold that into place, but you can see how that looks. Pretty cool, huh? Okay. Again, we've got a little triangle of holes there, which is just going to match what we've got in here. So it's a case of just matching these up, dropping it in. So it's sitting in there just like that. I'm going to be holding that in with the screws that come in this stage. And these are C screws. And I'm screwing these in just from the other side here. Now what you want to do with these is just screw them until they bite. Don't do them all the way up until you've got the other 2 screws in. When you've done that, you'll have all 3 screws in there, and now you can tighten that up nice and tight. And with that in place, that's the wheel done. That's all there is to do in that stage. That's all there is to do in that pack. So we've started our adventure into a brand new Mustang from the world of John Wick. And I, for one, I'm absolutely love this. I love movie cars. Now, if you do want to get this for yourself, once again, I have put a link in the video description, and there's also that QR code on the screen. Remember to use that code, but I really hope you like that video. If you did, please remember to give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed already, please remember to subscribe. Other than that, take care.